Welcome, my friend. I am so glad you are here with me tonight. Take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop. The day is finally over. The sun has gone down. The world outside is growing very quiet. The lights in the houses are turning off. The streets are empty now. But as the world gets silent, your mind begins to get louder. It is a strange thing. When you lie down, your thoughts start to speak. Your memories come back to life. Your worries stand at the edge of your bed. Your regrets knock on the door of your heart. You might find yourself staring at the ceiling. You replay a conversation from 3 hours ago. You think about a mistake you made last week. You worry about a bill you have to pay. You wonder if you are doing enough with your life. You think about the goals you did not reach today. You feel the weight of your work, your family, and your future. This is a very heavy way to end your day. Your mind becomes a busy street in the middle of the night. You want to rest, but your brain refuses to shut down. It feels like you are running a race while lying completely still. You must understand that the night is not just the end of your day. The night is a quiet door. It is a boundary between who you were today and who you can become tomorrow. It is a sacred space for a hard reset. You must be very careful with this space. The thoughts you hold when you fall asleep will shape the energy you wake up with tomorrow. There is a direct connection. If you go to sleep with stress, you will wake up with a tired mind. If you go to sleep with anger, your heart will feel heavy in the morning. If you go to sleep with fear, your morning will feel weak and uncertain. If you go to sleep with regret, your confidence will be low when your eyes open. Your sleep is like a mirror. It reflects the thoughts you feed it, but you can choose a different path tonight. If you go to sleep with peace, your morning will feel lighter. If you go to sleep with hope, your mind will feel stronger. If you go to sleep with gratitude, your heart will feel softer. If you fill your mind with gentle words, your inner energy will become powerful. This is why this moment is so important. Before you close your eyes, you must stop the noise. Do not fill your mind with fear tonight. Do not fill your heart with old pain. Stop replaying every mistake again and again. You do not need to punish yourself for the whole day. You did your best, even if your best did not feel like enough. Do not take today's stress into tomorrow's morning. Tonight is your time to release. Tonight is your time to calm your busy mind. Tonight you are going to speak better words to yourself. You need to remember that you are still growing. You are not a finished product. You are not defeated by one bad day. You are not falling behind everyone else. You are not weak. You are actually becoming stronger, even if the progress feels very slow. Let that truth sink into your mind. Let your body relax into the mattress. You are safe here. The world can wait until tomorrow. Your problems do not need to be solved at midnight. They will still be there tomorrow, but you will be much stronger to face them if you rest now. Let us talk about the deep power inside you. Some people call it the universal mind. This does not mean anything complicated. It simply means the deep power of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your energy. Your mind is not just a storage room for daily panic. Your mind is a place of creation. It is a place of healing. It is a place of direction. It is the quiet space where your future slowly begins. When your thoughts are weak and scattered, your energy becomes weak and scattered. When your thoughts are focused and strong, your energy becomes focused and strong. When your inner words are negative, your daily life feels heavy. When your inner words are positive, your spirit starts to rise. You are connected to something much bigger than your current problems. You are not just the bills you have to pay. You are not just the mistakes of your past. You are not just the critical words that people said about you today. There is a deeper intelligence inside you. There is a quiet strength waiting for you. There is a powerful awareness that knows you can rise again. But you must actively connect with this quiet strength. You cannot do it while your mind is screaming. You connect with it through silence. You connect with it through positive words. You connect with it through gratitude and forgiveness. You connect with it through clear thoughts and peaceful sleep. This does not mean you just sit and wait for your life to change by magic. No, it means you align your thoughts, your emotions, and your words with the life you want to build. If you want peace in your life, you must stop feeding the chaos in your mind at night. If you want confidence, you must stop repeating your weaknesses before you sleep. If you want growth, you must stop sleeping with hopeless thoughts. If you want a better tomorrow, you must prepare your mind tonight. The night has a special power. Before you fall asleep, your heart is much softer, your mind is quieter, your emotions run deeper, your inner voice becomes the most important voice in the world. So tonight, speak to yourself with love. Speak to yourself with deep respect. Speak to yourself like someone who is not giving up. Let these words soothe your spirit as you prepare to drift into a deep, healing sleep. Lesson 1. The architecture of inner dialogue. The words you speak to yourself when the lights go out are not just random thoughts. They are the quiet building blocks of your tomorrow. Every single night, millions of people lie down and begin a silent conversation, but they do not realize they are speaking poison to their own minds. They whisper things like, "I am so tired of this life." They say, "I can never get things right." They tell themselves, "I am not good enough for the things I want." Or they believe, "My future is completely dark and nothing will ever change." These are not just passing sentences, they are negative commands. They are heavy weights you drop into your mind right before you drift off. Your body might be lying still on a soft bed, but your soul is running a marathon of pain. Your physical eyes are closed, but your inner self is fighting a war. This is why you wake up feeling exhausted. You slept for 8 hours, but you feel like you did not rest for a single minute. Your mind was busy digesting the poison you gave it right before sleep. We must change this late-night language. Your words should not be weapons used against your own heart. Your words should be medicine. They should heal the wounds of the day. They should not make you feel smaller or weaker. They should remind you of the quiet power that lives inside you. They should not build walls of fear. They should open doors of hope. This is not about fake positive thinking. This is not about magic tricks or pretending your problems do not exist. It is about training. It is about teaching your brain to focus on strength instead of weakness. It is about teaching your heart to feel safe instead of scared. If you say just one powerful, honest sentence every night, it might feel small at first. But if you repeat it night after night, it becomes a part of how you think. And when your thinking changes, your feelings begin to shift. When your feelings shift, your daily actions change. And when your actions change, your entire life begins to look different. That is how real change happens. It starts in the quiet dark. Tonight, let us practice a different kind of conversation. Speak these words slowly in your mind. Do not rush them. Let them settle deep into your chest. First, say to yourself, "I release today." What does this actually mean? It means you are telling your brain that the day is officially finished. The sun is set. The hours have passed. You cannot go back and change a single second of what happened. You do not need to carry the weight of every difficult conversation into your dreams. You do not need to replay your mistakes over and over. You do not need to fight the battles of the day again. The day is complete. You did what you could with the energy you had. You survived it. You learned from it. Now you must let it go. Next, say to yourself, "I am safe in this moment." This is a very deep truth. Most of your fear does not live in the present. Your fear lives in the future. It lives in the what-ifs. What if I lose my job? What if things do not work out? What if I fail? On the other hand, your regrets live in the past. They live in the should-haves. I should have said this. I should have done that. But peace is only found in the present moment. Right now, in this very second, you are breathing. You are warm. You are lying down. You are safe in your bed. There is nothing you need to fight right now. There is no emergency you need to solve at midnight. You are allowed to just exist. You are allowed to rest. When you tell your mind that you are safe, something physical happens. Your heart rate begins to slow down. Your muscles stop holding on to stress. Your nervous system shifts from fighting mode to resting mode. You are no longer in danger. The world outside can continue to spin, but inside your room there is only quiet safety. You do not have to protect yourself from anything tonight. You can let your guard down. Then tell yourself, my mind is becoming calm. You are not forcing your thoughts to stop. When you try to force your mind to be quiet, it often gets louder. Instead, you are giving it permission to slow down. You are letting your thoughts drift away like clouds. You are telling your body that it is okay to let go of the tension. Your shoulders can drop. Your jaw can relax. Your breathing can become slow and deep. You are letting peace enter your space. Finally say, I forgive myself for today's mistakes. Stop being your own worst judge. Maybe you did not do everything on your list today. Maybe you wasted a few hours. Maybe you lost your temper. Maybe you made a bad decision. But listen to me closely. One imperfect day does not make you a failure. One bad choice does not ruin your entire life. You are a human being, not a machine. You are allowed to have bad days. You are allowed to be tired. Forgive yourself for what you did not get right today. Take the lesson, leave the pain behind, and let yourself sleep. You are still growing. Growth is not a straight line. Sometimes you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That is still progress. You do not need to have all the answers tonight. You do not need to have your whole life figured out. You just need to rest so you can face tomorrow with a clear head. Think about the plants outside in the dark. They do not struggle to grow. They do not worry about tomorrow's sun. They simply rest in the quiet soil. They trust the process of nature. You must learn to trust your own process. You are doing better than you think you are. You have survived every difficult day of your life so far. You have made it through the storms, the lonely nights, and the moments of deep doubt. That is proof of your strength. Every night you have a choice. You can sleep with your worries, or you can sleep with your hopes. Choose your words carefully tonight. Speak to yourself with the same kindness you would show to a dear friend. Your mind is listening to every word you say. Give it something beautiful to hold on to while you sleep. Let these gentle thoughts wash over you. Feel the heavy armor sliding off your shoulders. You do not need to carry it anymore. The battle of today is over, and the victory was simply making it to this moment. Rest now, my friend. Let your mind become as quiet as the night around you. Lesson 2. Dropping the luggage of the day. Think about a traveler carrying heavy bags. They walk for miles under the hot sun. Their shoulders ache. Their hands are tired. Their back is sore. Finally, they reach a beautiful hotel. The bed is soft. The room is warm. But instead of putting the bags down, they lie on the bed with the heavy luggage still on their back. They try to sleep while holding 3 heavy suitcases. It sounds ridiculous, does it not? Yet, this is exactly what you do every single night. You climb into bed. You pull the blanket over your body, but you do not drop your bags. You hold on to the heavy luggage of the day. You carry the stress of your job. You carry the awkward conversation with your coworker. You carry the guilt of a task you did not finish. You carry the worry of your bank account. You carry the anger from a driver who cut you off. Your body is resting on a soft mattress, but your mind is still carrying 100 pounds of stone. Why do we do this? Why do we refuse to put the bags down? Often, it is because of guilt. We have a strange belief in our minds. We think that if we stop worrying, it means we do not care. We think that if we relax, we are being lazy. We tell ourselves that responsible people must carry their problems 24 hours a day. We believe that overthinking is a form of work. Let me tell you the truth. Worry is not work. Worry is not productivity. Worrying about your bills at midnight will not pay them. Worrying about your career while staring at the ceiling will not build it. Stressing over a broken relationship at 3 in the morning will not heal it. You are not solving your problems by carrying them to sleep. You are only burning your energy. You are draining the fuel you need for tomorrow. A tired mind cannot find solutions. Every problem looks twice as big. A small challenge becomes a mountain. A simple misunderstanding feels like a disaster. You need a rested mind to see clearly. You need a peaceful heart to make good decisions. Resting is not a sign of weakness. Resting is an act of strategy. It is how you prepare for the battle ahead. Imagine your mind is like a physical room. It has a limited amount of space. If you fill that room with old boxes, there is no place to sit. If you fill it with trash from yesterday, there is no room for fresh air. Many people live in a cluttered mental room. They keep every piece of garbage they collected during the day. They store the mean comment from a stranger. They save the bad news they saw on the internet. They keep the frustration of a wasted afternoon. Tonight, you need to clean your room. You need to open the window and throw out the trash. Let us look at the specific bags you are holding. First, there is the bag of daily failures. Maybe today did not go well. Perhaps you had a bad meeting at work. You stumbled over your words. You felt unprepared. Or maybe you lost your temper with someone you love. You said something sharp. You saw the hurt in their eyes, and now you feel terrible. Or maybe you just had an unproductive day. You planned to wake up early, but you slept in. You planned to exercise, but you sat on the couch. You planned to work on your goals, but you spent hours scrolling on your phone. Now you lie in bed feeling like a failure. You think, I wasted another day. I am going backward. I will never reach my dreams. Listen to me. The day is gone. It is in the past. You cannot rewrite the last 12 hours. You cannot unsay the words. You cannot reclaim the wasted time, but you can decide how you react to it now. Carrying the guilt into your sleep will not fix today. It will only ruin tomorrow. If you made a mistake, acknowledge it. Do not run from it. Say to yourself, I had a bad day today. I did not handle my time well. I was impatient. That is the truth. But it is okay. I am a human being. I am not perfect. I will leave the mistake in the past, and I will try again tomorrow. Second, there is the bag of other people's opinions. This is often the heaviest bag of all. We carry the words of people who do not even know our hearts. Maybe someone doubted you today. Maybe a boss criticized your work. Maybe a friend ignored your message. Maybe a family member made a harsh comment about your life choices. These words hurt. They sting. They stick to your mind like glue. You lie in bed and replay the scene. You think of all the things you should have said. You defend yourself in your imagination. You get angry all over again. But ask yourself, why are you giving them your night? Why are you letting their words live in your head? They are probably sleeping peacefully right now. They are not thinking about you. Yet, you are sacrificing your sleep, your peace, and your health for them. People speak from their own pain. When someone is mean, it is a reflection of their own internal chaos. It has nothing to do with your worth. When someone doubts you, it is because they cannot see your potential. Their limits are not your limits. Their opinions are not your reality. Do not turn their words into your identity. Tonight, drop that bag. Let their words fall to the floor. Say to yourself, their opinion of me is not my business. I know who I am. I know my heart. I choose to protect my peace. I will not let their negative energy enter my sleep. Third, there is the pressure of tomorrow. You are already trying to live tomorrow before it even arrives. You are worrying about the meetings, the tasks, the chores, the difficult conversations. You are fighting battles that have not even started. This is a form of mental time travel, and it is highly dangerous. You cannot solve tomorrow's problems with tonight's energy. Each day has its own strength and its own challenges. When you try to live tomorrow tonight, you double your burden. You must build a wall between tonight and tomorrow. When you lie down, your only job is to sleep. That is it. You do not need to plan your next 10 years at midnight. You do not need to solve your career crisis right now. If you have urgent thoughts, write them down. Put them on a piece of paper. Tell your brain, I have written this down. It is safe on the paper. I do not need to hold it in my head anymore. I will deal with it when the sun comes up. Let us practice the art of letting go right now. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your body on the bed. Take a deep, slow breath. Inhale peace. Exhale the stress of the day. Inhale quiet. Exhale the noise of other people. Inhale hope. Exhale the fear of the future. With every breath out, imagine yourself dropping a heavy bag. Drop the bad meeting, let it go. Drop the wasted hours, let them go. Drop the harsh words, let them go. Drop the endless to-do list, let it go. Your mind is becoming lighter. The room is becoming quiet. You are creating space, space for rest, space for dreams, space for healing. You cannot receive a beautiful tomorrow if your hands are full of yesterday's trash. You must empty your hands. You must empty your heart. You must empty your mind. Tonight, let the day die. It had its chance, it is over. Let the curtain fall on today. You are here now. In the quiet, in the dark, in the safety of your room. You have nothing to prove to anyone tonight. You do not need to be productive right now. You do not need to be strong. You only need to rest. Allow yourself to sink into the quietness of the night. Let the silence wash over your tired mind. You have carried the luggage for long enough. Put it down, my friend. Put it down and sleep. Lesson 3, the art of self-amnesty. We are often so kind to the people around us. When a friend makes a mistake, we offer a warm hug. We tell them it is okay. We tell them that everyone slips up. We find excuses for their bad days. We listen to their struggles with open hearts. But when we look in the mirror, the kindness vanishes. We become the most brutal judge in the courtroom. We point fingers at ourselves. We shout silent insults inside our own minds. We say things like, "How could you be so stupid? You always ruin everything. You never do enough. You are a complete failure." These words are not harmless. They are like small drops of poison we drink every night. Many people lie down in the dark and start a trial. They are the judge, the prosecutor, and the criminal. They list every mistake they made during the day. They hand down a heavy sentence. They punish themselves with shame, regret, and self-hatred. They think this punishment will make them better. They think that if they hate themselves enough, they will finally change. But this is a lie. You cannot heal yourself by hurting yourself. You cannot grow while you are constantly beating yourself up. You cannot build confidence while you are tearing down your own foundation. Before you close your eyes tonight, you must grant yourself amnesty. Self-forgiveness does not mean you ignore your mistakes. It does not mean you pretend your bad actions were good. It does not mean you become lazy or careless. No, real self-forgiveness is about acceptance. It is accepting that you are a human being. It is accepting that you are a work in progress. You are not a finished statue. You are still being shaped, are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to have bad days. You made a bad choice, but you are not a bad person. There is a massive difference between the two. Guilt can be useful. It is a small signal that tells us we did something wrong. It is like a smoke alarm. It tells us there is a fire. But carrying that guilt for days and weeks is like breathing in the smoke. It will choke you. It will drain your energy. Regret can teach you a lesson, but too much regret traps you in the past. It keeps you locked in a room that no longer exists. Self-forgiveness is the act of taking the lesson and throwing away the poison. You look at the mistake, you find the wisdom in it, then you let the pain go. Let us look at the things we punish ourselves for. Maybe you procrastinated today. You had a long list of important tasks. You wanted to work on your dream project. You wanted to clean your house. You wanted to make progress, but instead, you spent hours scrolling on your phone. You watched mindless videos. You wasted the entire afternoon. Now, you feel useless. You think, "I have no discipline. I will never succeed." Stop. Take a deep breath. Do not call yourself useless. Instead, look at what happened with clear eyes. Say to yourself, "I lost my focus today. I let distractions win. Why did that happen? Maybe I was tired. Maybe I was overwhelmed by the size of the task. I understand why it happened. Tomorrow, I will start with one very small task. I will put my phone in another room for 1 hour. I forgive myself for today. Today is over. Or maybe you broke your diet. You promised yourself you would eat healthy. You wanted to take care of your body. But you had a stressful day. You felt lonely or tired, so you ate the junk food. You ate the cake. You drank the soda. Now, you feel dirty. You feel weak. You think, I have no willpower. I am hopeless. Listen to me. One unhealthy meal does not ruin your entire health journey. One bad choice does not cancel out your progress. Your body is not ruined. Forgive yourself for seeking comfort in food. Acknowledge the stress that caused it. Say to yourself, I was stressed and I made a poor choice. That is okay. My next meal will be better. I do not need to starve myself tomorrow to pay for today. I will just eat a clean breakfast. Maybe you lost your emotional control. You got angry at your partner. You yelled at your children. You said some sharp, cold words to a friend. You saw the sadness in their eyes. Now, you are drowning in guilt. You feel like a terrible person. You think, I am a monster. I do not deserve love. You are not a monster. You are a tired human who reached their limit. Yes, your reaction was wrong. Yes, you hurt someone. But hating yourself will not heal their pain. It will only make you more tense and more likely to snap again. Forgive yourself so you can have the strength to apologize. Say to yourself, I reacted badly. I was impatient. I will go to them tomorrow. I will say I am sorry. I will learn to pause before I speak. I am learning to manage my emotions. What if you failed at a business venture? You tried to start something new. You put your money, your time, and your heart into it. But it did not work. The business closed. The project failed. You lost your savings. Now, you feel like a fool. You think, I should have known better. I am not smart enough. I should never try anything again. This is a dangerous trap. When you do not forgive yourself for failing, you become terrified of trying. You build a wall around your life to keep yourself safe from mistakes. But that wall also keeps out success. It keeps out joy. It keeps out growth. Every successful person has a graveyard of failures behind them. Failure is not your identity. Failure is just feedback. It is a lesson on how not to do things. Forgive yourself for the money you lost. Forgive yourself for the wrong decisions. Say to yourself, I tried. I was brave enough to take a risk. It did not work out, but I learned so much. I am wiser now. I am stronger now. I will take this wisdom and apply it to my next attempt. My worth is not tied to my bank account or my business success. You do not need self-hate to improve. This is a vital truth. Many people believe that if they stop hating themselves, they will stop trying. They think self-hate is the fuel that drives them forward. But self-hate is a dirty fuel. It burns hot, but it leaves a lot of toxic ash behind. It ruins your mental engine. You need self-awareness, not self-hate. Self-awareness shows you the mistake. Self-respect helps you correct it. Self-discipline helps you not repeat it. And self-forgiveness gives you the energy to keep going. When you forgive yourself, you restore your energy. You clear the dark clouds from your mind. You wake up with a light heart. You start the new day with a fresh slate, not with the heavy chains of yesterday's guilt. Tonight, let us do a simple practice. Place your hand on your chest. Feel the steady beat of your heart. This heart has been beating for you since before you were born. It works hard for you every single second. It does not judge you. It does not hate you. It just wants to keep you alive. Speak to your heart. Whisper these words to yourself. I forgive myself for not being perfect today. I forgive myself for the time I wasted. I forgive myself for the mistakes I made. I forgive myself for the words I should not have said. I forgive myself for the things I did not complete. I am learning, I am growing, I am doing the best I can. Let these words sink into your chest. Feel the tension leaving your body. Feel the heavy judge inside you putting down his gavel. The court is closed for the night. You are free. You are pardoned. Sleep now with a light heart. You have carried the heavy chains of guilt for far too long. Put them down. Let them rust in the past. Tomorrow is a brand new page, and you are allowed to write a beautiful story on it. But first, you must rest. Sleep in peace, my friend. You are forgiven. Lesson 4. Designing tomorrow in the dark. Many people wake up confused because they went to sleep in a state of chaos. They lay down with a mind full of unfinished business. They did not decide what was truly important. They just closed their eyes when they could no longer keep them open. Then the morning comes, the alarm rings, and immediately the pressure hits them. They grab their phone, they look at messages, they see emails from work, they read bad news on the internet. They remember all their problems, they start rushing, they start reacting. Before they even step out of bed, their energy is already ruined. They are already behind, they are already stressed. This happens because they did not prepare their mind the night before. A strong morning does not start when you wake up. A strong morning begins the night before. When your night is peaceful, your morning becomes lighter. When your night is organized, your morning becomes easier. When your night has a clear direction, your morning has real power. This is why you must learn to prepare tomorrow in the dark. This does not mean you should plan your entire life at midnight. Night is not the time to create stress. It is not the time to think about every single detail of your future. If you make a massive plan at night, you will feel overwhelmed. You will not be able to sleep. Your preparation should be simple. It should be small. It should be peaceful. Before you close your eyes, ask yourself one simple question. What is the single most important thing I want to focus on tomorrow? Just one thing, not 5 things, not 10 things, just one. Maybe tomorrow you want to focus on your health. Maybe you want to focus on your personal project. Maybe you want to focus on being patient with your family. Maybe you want to focus on organizing your workspace. Choose one clear path. A clear mind does not need a long list of promises. A clear mind only needs one strong direction. When you choose your focus before you sleep, your mind relaxes. It stops running in circles. It knows exactly what to do when the sun rises. It does not have to worry about the entire day. It only has to worry about the first step. Let us look at 2 different ways to start a day. Imagine the first morning. We will call it the reactive morning. The alarm goes off. You are still half asleep. You reach for your phone. You start scrolling. You see a post from someone who seems richer than you. You feel a pang of jealousy. You see a news article about a disaster. You feel a wave of anxiety. You open an email from your boss. You feel a sudden pressure. You drag yourself out of bed. You are already tired. You are already reacting to the world. You are letting other people decide your mood. You are letting the internet decide your focus. You spend the whole day putting out fires. You feel like a leaf being blown by the wind. Now imagine the second morning. We will call it the intentional morning. The alarm goes off. You do not touch your phone. Your phone is in another room. You sit up slowly. You drink a glass of water. You look out the window. You take 3 deep breaths. You know exactly what your first task is. You decided it last night. You walk over to your desk. You start working on your project for just 15 minutes. You feel a sense of progress. You feel in control. Your energy is calm. Your mind is sharp. You are not reacting to the world. The world is reacting to you. You are the driver of your day. Which morning do you want? The choice is made tonight. To make the second morning your reality, you need a simple night routine. Before you sleep, take 2 minutes. Write down 3 simple lines. Line 1. Tomorrow, my main focus will be this. Write down your one big goal. It could be working on your business. It could be cleaning your kitchen. It could be practicing calm breathing. Line 2. My first small action will be this. Make it very easy. Make it so easy that you cannot fail. If your focus is health, your first action could be drinking a glass of water. If your focus is writing, your first action could be writing 1 sentence. If your focus is peace, your first action could be sitting in silence for 2 minutes. Line 3. I will protect my energy by avoiding this. Identify your biggest distraction. For most people, it is the phone. For some, it is checking emails too early. For others, it is watching the news. Decide what you will avoid during your first hour of the day. This simple method is incredibly powerful. It gives your brain a map. It removes the stress of decision-making in the morning. When you wake up, your brain is still foggy. It does not want to make hard choices. If you have to decide what to do, you will choose the easiest option. You will choose to scroll on your phone, but if the choice is already made, you can just move. You do not need motivation. You only need to follow the plan. You can also prepare your physical space. If you want to exercise tomorrow, put your shoes next to the bed tonight. If you want to write, leave your notebook open on your desk with a pen. If you want to eat a healthy breakfast, prepare the ingredients tonight. Keep your phone far away from your bed. These small actions remove the friction. They make the right choice the easiest choice. Think of your mind like a road. If the road is full of rocks and branches, driving is difficult. But if you clear the road tonight, tomorrow's journey will be smooth. You will still face challenges. You will still have responsibilities. But you will not face them as a confused person. You will face them as a prepared person. There is a massive difference between pressure and direction. Pressure says, you must fix your entire life tomorrow. Direction says, just take one step tomorrow. Pressure makes you feel heavy and tired. Direction makes you feel focused and light. Pressure creates fear. Direction creates peace. Do not go to sleep with pressure. Go to sleep with direction. Do not think, I have to change everything tomorrow. Think, tomorrow I will make one better choice. That is all you need. One better thought, one better habit, one better action. Small steps, taken consistently, will completely transform your life. Before you close your eyes tonight, repeat these words slowly in your mind. Tomorrow is a new chance. I do not need to do everything. I only need to take one clear step. My mind is calm. My direction is clear. I will wake up stronger. I will protect my energy. I will move with purpose. Feel the truth of these words. Let them sink deep into your subconscious mind. Your brain will work on this direction while you sleep. It will prepare you. It will align your energy. You are not behind in life. You are exactly where you need to be. You are learning. You are preparing. You are becoming the person you want to be. Tonight, let go of the confusion. Let go of the endless planning. Choose your one step. Prepare your space. Then, close your eyes with absolute peace. Tomorrow is not your enemy. Tomorrow is a beautiful new page. It is a fresh opportunity to grow, to build, and to become stronger. Sleep well, my friend. Your tomorrow is safe. Now the room is completely still. The house is quiet. The world outside has stopped its rush. It is time for you to stop too. You have done enough for today. You do not need to carry any more thoughts. You do not need to solve any more puzzles. You are not behind in life. You are exactly where you need to be. Your journey is not a race against anyone else. It is a quiet path of your own. Every step you took today was part of your growth. Even the steps that felt like mistakes. Even the moments when you stumbled. It is all part of the story you are building. Let the curtain fall on today. The day is finished. The mistakes are gone. The worries are left outside your door. They cannot touch you here. They cannot disturb your rest. Tomorrow is a brand new page. It is a clean sheet of paper waiting for your hand. Tonight, your only task is to rest. Your only job is to breathe. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest. With every breath, let yourself sink deeper into the bed. Let your mind become as dark and quiet as the night sky. The stars are shining outside. They do not worry about the morning. They simply shine in the dark. You can do the same. You are safe. You are cared for. You are worthy of rest. Close your eyes now. Let the quietness take over. Tomorrow will bring its own strength. Tomorrow will bring its own answers. For now, just sleep. Sleep in deep, beautiful, healing peace.